Just show us some of your non-tennis ball products.
Okay, so this is a ferrule that goes on the end of a walking stick. This is a scupper lip that goes on a ship. It stops water, it takes water away from the deck. This is the end of a horn bulb that goes, makes a pop pop noise. This is a keel roller that goes on a boat trailer. You might recognize some of these. This is a coin mat that goes in a Land Rover, a toggle or a woggle that goes, if you've got a cub or a scout, a finger grip. You might see these on something like a wheelbarrow, all sorts. I could go on, we make thousands of different parts.
Tell us why you love doing what you do.
I love the fact that we have nothing at the beginning, dust, parts of materials, and at the end we have something to show for it. And I love the story that gets embedded in everyone else's lives as they're making it. That's the bit that I fell in love when I first came to join the company. And
the story of Price of Bath is in itself quite extraordinary, because you started, what, 1936, in the mid-1930s with your grandfather?
Yes, my father was 6 when he moved to the village, and my grandfather came to be a rubber technologist, and the business was very small then, and it was really probably in the 50s when my dad was a young man, and he stepped up to grow the business in lots of different directions, but tennis balls was one of those directions.
And your dad, of course, is still very much involved. I mean, he's in his 90s now.
Yeah, he's 94. He's still here full time every day. He's doing all the projects that he didn't have time to do before I came on board. So lots of development, lots of machine rebuilds, lots of redesigns, lots of work on efficiency.
Well, what on earth is it like to put so much of yourself and put so much of your assets into a project like this?
I think if you were to come here, once you come here, it's part of us. I sort of joke that this is my 4th child, and that's really how I feel about it. I worry about it as if it's one of my family. I worry about the staff as if they're my own family, and I think about where they are, where they're going, what next for them, what they do when I'm not around. It's really important. It gets in your veins. It's the blood of the heart of the factory. So it's like making a cake. So we obviously order all our raw ingredients, and we try and source as many things from the UK as we possibly can. And those ingredients are powders and pellets, all blended into a special recipe. We mix all our own rubber, every single thing is made here, from product to printing to packing. It's really something I'm very proud of.
Show us some of these tennis balls.
So I'll show you the made in Britain ones first, shall I? So in order to stay in business, we've had to really come up with new ideas. So printing balls, making balls of lots of different colours. So this is a made in Britain one, and that's the mark. So this is a line that's really popular with businesses, and they're performance balls as well. So if you take them onto court, they actually do what they're meant to do. It's a great way to advertise your business. And then we make lots of different colours. So we've got these are Bahama blue, bright pink, which on court, so you can't ever get your tennis balls lost. These are personalised for Christmas, which is great. And then probably I feel my biggest development, we're working on development all the time on new products, but my biggest achievement is we are the world's first ever company to make a ball from recycled tennis balls. So when the balls come back, they end up getting turned into something like this. And then new balls that are performance balls that have passed the spec get turned into these, which just look like regular balls to everybody else, but they've got 35% recycled content from old tennis balls. And that's really exciting because no one else has done that. It was hard work. It was over 2,000 mixes to get there.
And sustainability, as you hinted, matters to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we can't get away from the fact we're rubber manufacturers, and that itself is a problem. It's a resource that takes a very long time to degrade. But there are a number of things that we've done or been able to do since we've been in the new factory. So as well as making a sustainable tennis ball that goes out to play and then people can send back to us to recycle, we no longer use any water. We're on a closed loop system. We use all our roof water into a drainage back into heating up for our factory, gets cooled and gets back out to cool and then reused, which is the new factory gave us that opportunity, which I'm really proud of.
So even if we're not buying a ball with the Made in Britain logo emblazoned on the ball itself, we can still tell that these balls are made in Britain because the logo's on the packaging?
If there is, so this is we make racket balls and squash balls as well, but you can see we've got the Made in Britain logo on the packaging as well. Of course, we've also got manufactured in England, written in the label, our addresses or where you can contact us. They're all contact details in the UK. So yes, it's very clear.
How many countries do you export to?
Oh, I think we've counted 22 at the moment. So you can't really predict where the next one's going to be. America loves the UK. We sell quite a lot into Germany, France, and Netherlands. But I think we've just sent something to New Zealand, and that's something else to Japan. It's really exciting.
How hard is it to do what you do?
You have to love what you do to do what I do every day, or what the rest of the team here do. And you have to not be concerned about making a lot of money. You obviously want to stay in business, but your focus has to be about making something just in profit, and the rest will follow.
What would you say about British manufacturing generally? Do you think we could be doing more of it? Would you like to encourage others to make stuff here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's difficult. I think the consumer doesn't understand why there's higher charges for pricing, and that's a difficult sell. But I think with a bit more government support and being able to shout about that we're proud about what this country does, and that we're providing jobs and we're involved in people's lives, I think it's a great feeling to be able to say that you're servicing your community.
Give me an example of just how flexible you can be and how that can impact someone's life positively.
So we had a visit today from a husband and wife, so elderly couple, and they came with a horn bulb they wanted replacing. They'd purchased a bulb online, and it was the wrong side. So they'd driven 45 miles to come and see us, which is fairly incredible. And they just wanted one that fitted. It's something they've had for a long time. It goes on their car. And we didn't have one the right size. So I just, popped into the factory, got an extra piece of rubber, created a little grommet that was a push fit inside. And they were just, in heaven. And I know it's not, for me, it's not a huge amount of revenue, but it's another happy customer and that fills your tank when somebody goes off and you've done the right thing.
Louise, thank you. Wonderful to talk to you.
Thanks. It's great to talk to you as well.